I decided it was early enough in the day that I had time to cut another stone. That might mean another video. This is that Lucas Bell parcel that was in the last video. $160. I don't remember what this one weighed. It's like about 15 or 20 carats. This one's going to be a little bit tricky because it's got angled color bars, angled across the diagonal here. This might be thick enough we could split it, get two stones. Let's look at that. To the Opal cave. Can you hear somebody yelling for me out there? We better not get too far into this because she probably has another mission for me. Let's see if she makes it out here. I don't think she has any shoes on. We better check. What? What? You need me to help you? Come here. Well, wait, we're not starting to cut yet. We have to start the video, so you have to tell them what we're gonna do.
We're gonna cut opals.
And then what we're gonna make?
I want you to make me a necklace.
Okay.
And we're gonna make a necklace.
We're gonna make maybe a necklace. And she has her safety glasses on, and I have my safety glasses on.
Those are the safety glasses.
So we scooch in closer?
Yeah.
So this is the opal we're gonna cut. Tell them what you think about that.
I love this one.
Does it have colors? Are the colors asleep in that one, or are they awake?
They're awake.
I think it's got very pretty colors.
Oh. My glasses fell out.
There you go.
My glasses fell out. I'm ready to cut an opal, Papa.
Okay. Wait, you're supposed to tell them like and subscribe.
Life of surprise.
Yeah, life is surprise. Okay.
Life of surprise.
Like and
Surprise.
subscribe.
Life surprise.
Sub. Say sub.
Sub.
Scribe. That one's good.
Subscribe.
There it is. Yeah. Okay, let's cut. You just yeah.
What did you cut?
It's right here. But we have to decide if we're going to cut it in half. We have to decide if we're going to cut it in half right here and make two opals.
Where's this opal down here?
It's just a little piece of one.
Did this one that I find?
Probably.
Did you find it or me?
I think this one's your opal right here. Yep. This one looks like Navy's opal.
I'm ready, Papa.
You want me to turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. We're on this one right here.
What?
We're on this one right here. You think we should cut this one in half? I don't see any yet.
I see a teeny one. See? Orange one.
Oh, your dad's looking for you.
Where?
Time to go to meet for treat. She had to run. She had another appointment. That little peak that I just took right here revealed a crack. Right here going up into there. Right here going up into... I like my little pointer here. You can see it. Crack, crack. I think our game here is to split this right here through the middle of this potch. Right in there. And then try to get a stone from here and a stone from here. And this one might be double-sided if we split it right, to where this will be a top and this will be a top. That color bar is thickest. Looks like it's a little thinner on this end. With cool colors in it. It's a little risky. It's going to be difficult to split it there. Let me show you something. So Mariah and Crystalline just bought a little cabbing machine similar to this one I got. And I'll put the video of them getting that right here real quick. Mariah, what'd you get?
Well,
Chris?
Me and Chris. Vernal's 3 hours
Did you have to meet a strange man in a dark alley?
So there was
this one thing.
So
Fair
we had to
trade.
drive 3 hours to come cut on Ricky's wheels, and
Now they
just
don't.
a little
Leather
harder.
polish.
So this machine was made before both of us were alive, but it works.
It does work. We turned it on. It's got a better watering system than mine, better valves.
Yeah, yours sucks compared to ours.
Well, at least mine doesn't come pre-curved for round stones.
Hey, that might help me actually get a good shape.
So as part of the deal, part of that deal, them getting that cabbing machine, was this slicing machine that they didn't need, but I paid for part of the cabbing machine in exchange for getting this. Now that I've looked at it, I'm not sure how useful it'll be. I did go ahead and put a thin slicing blade on it. It will slice bigger things than my Dremel will, and it will slice better than my tile saw down there will. I did plug it in and it does run, but I don't think the watering system works, or at least notice all the water ran out of the tray. So I'm not sure if I want to try to use that or get it working or what, but I do have that option. Well, I thought we were videoing a second ago when I was explaining this really intricate cut we were going to do. There's our potch line here. Here's our potch line here. That line right there, you can see it's even within the diagonal, it's angled. So that's the tricky thing, is trying to split that without... I think this is thick enough, this color bar here is thick enough that we're going to be able to save that. Oh, man. But I think I'm going to try and slice it on the bigger slicer over there. I don't think my Dremel will go all the way through this. Maybe we'll at least start it on the Dremel and then I'll finish it off if it's too thick, because I can control it a little bit better and I don't have water on that there, so I'll have to go super slow. And wear a dust mask. Alright, as you can see, that cut didn't go perfectly. Should we see what we did? Alright. I think we managed to stay mostly in the middle of that potch line. I think we've got a stone right there, maybe even another stone right there. Yeah, right there, because I don't see the color here to be able to run this through. I think this is an angled color bar also, so I think we cut this one in half again and try to face the stone here and try to face the stone here. Let's do that. Luckily, most of my crooked cut ended up right there. Alright, so there's our little, nice little piece. Now obviously the luxury I have of not cutting Justin's $50,000 black opals is I can make these cuts a little sloppy, lose a little bit of material here, a few carats here, a few carats there. It's not that big a deal when you're dealing with stuff that's not $10,000 a carat. But we're going to get a little, there's no color in this corner right there, so that's why I was kind of just, and we're a little bit thin on that side, but I think we got a nice stone there. Ooh, that one right there has some, look at that, right there in the middle. Oh man, if we could get down to a color bar that was that all the way through, look at that eyeball. Whew, I like that. I think that might be the brightest color bar in this one. We need to get ourselves a little bit of a base here to work from. Leaving it as thick as we can initially. All I'm doing is taking it down to parallel faces so I know what I'm working with. Left a little bit of thickness there, but not a lot. I don't think we got much color on this side right here. That's about as far as we need to go, I think. So we got that. Can you see what this one's starting to be? I think we got ourselves a nice little cushion cut with some possibly, if it all gets down to that type of color, man. And those are our two little pieces. What did we end up with here on our big piece? Be nice. Oh, there's the other half of that color bar that I sliced through. Man, look at that big old color. Whew, I like it. So we have this low spot right here. I'm hoping we're not going to lose that. I don't see a whole lot of color there. Just kind of rolling it to see how far down the color is, or if we need to cut that end off. I think we might can lose. I don't know. I don't know. So that has to go away. That's just razor thin right there, and it has the crack in it right there that we saw. That might make us have to make another split here along that crack. We won't take it any further in than that. I'm seeing if that'll roll out or if we have to take the whole thing off, and at least for part of it, it'll roll out. I'm hoping that this goes down to color and it's just not a hole, just not a patchy spot. What a fun stone. All the options. That's now clean. Man, I really like that color in there. That might be worth changing the direction we face it. That might change the whole plan. If it'll come through right in here, and that's the thickest spot. The intensity of that light right there in the middle. We got to find a way to harness that. I think this goes away. Let's Let's look at our crack again and see how that's going to affect us. Man, it might have mostly come out when I ground this side right here in. I don't see that crack anymore. I'm wondering if a big, see how we've got that domed already? The intensity of that color. Let's see, so we got this. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm about to stage the thumbnail. What's our side here? Can we get this to where, there we go. Thumbnail picture, 3, 2, 1. You guys have probably noticed I don't always use these, but I always try to, at least too often I've been downloading the video and thought, well, now I have to have a thumbnail for that. What do I do? Yeah, I like that. So that's going to be, maybe it'll be double-sided, but that's going to be our bottom right now, the way this is looking. It's got a little bit of a hole there left from my cutting. I bet most of that will come out. I think we still lose some of this. I bet when that rolls up, it'll pull color in. If not, it's got to go away anyway. Not really, I mean, it's kind of there, but a little of this has to go away. Is that just a giant cabochon waiting to happen? And I like that. I think we need to come in a little bit more. I'm hoping this will go away. And I think we need to see how we're different thicknesses, and I don't want to take anything off the top because I think that's where most of that good color is. So we have to thin this side down. Just a little. Okay. I think most of that would roll out when I do that at the end. There's a good old, so that's probably, we get our measuring stick here, that's just under 20, right about 20 millimeters by 13 millimeters, 20 by 13. We're going to dop that up and see if we can't make that a stone. Oh, I like it. I like it. Man, that's fun. Same thing here. There's our top. Looks like it's cabochons all the way around unless we do something different here, which we might because this doesn't have any color in this corner right here. And with this already, I think this is our oval. Okay, there's our oval, just so we can do, man, look at the color in this one. All right, I'm gonna dop these up because I keep moving it on about it. I think we gotta straighten this one out. Okay, we're a little bit closer to level there. Got our 3 pieces, I'll be right back. Just going for a nice oval on this. This being the narrow side, because this is where I got most of the problems and the lack of color. trying to be fat and sassy. Alright. That's cutting fast enough that we better be done on this wheel. That looks like a real nice oval. I mean, it's not a perfect oval yet. It's a rough oval. Alright, here's our potentially cracked on the bottom one. We're going to start perfecting our shape. Parallel faces. 90-degree corners. Can't tell if this one's wobbly on the... I tried to cure this one for less time so it wouldn't have the desire to rip the back out of it when we took it off. Alright, I think that's a good start. Next wheel. Whoo! This one. This is a big boy. Got a little bit of extra glue on this side, as you can see. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stayed too long, I'd probably break down and cry. This might still have to come in a little bit. I don't know that we have that much dome we can do. Whoa, oh, sweet child of mine. Whoa, oh, oh, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, and if they thought of rain, I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I'd hide. Notice how seamless the transition was to the new stone, the new wheel? And pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Whoa, oh, sweet child of mine. Whoa, oh, oh, sweet love of mine. I feel like I'm struggling to keep this from being too fat on the sides. Alright, that's the oval I liked right there. Now we can start going in on it. Tell me that isn't leaps better than the last one we just cut from Lucas Bell. No fault of his, you couldn't tell from the outside, but that one was fun to cut. But we faced one from the top and one from the bottom, and neither of them were super bright, but the one from the top was barely even there when we were in the color bar. I don't know a way of telling until you start cutting, or unless you have some looks that there's cracks or chips or things that are into the face that show you how much different it's going to face on the side versus the top. But most of the time you don't know how it's going to face till you start going in. And that's why people sell rubs, but that's also why I don't like to buy rubs, is like all that discovery and all that discovery of color. If somebody else does it for you, it takes out most of the fun part for me. We don't quite have a dome on this yet. We're working on it, working it up. I will say that this material is noticeably softer than the last one that was, this is like more like Cooper Pedy than I'm used to in hardness. That last one was significantly harder. What a nice little stone this is turning out to be. Except for we ran out of color on that side. We sure did. I got carried away and rolled my dome right through the color bar. I don't think you've seen me do that on accident yet, but there you are. There's your fried egg. We'll fix that. Alright, we lost a little bit of size. Now we got to fix our shape again. We're not going to roll this one near as much as I did. We're still right on the edge of the color there. Color bar is just too angled. I got carried away and made a mistake. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but I actually thought we had lots of color on all these and I wasn't too worried about the color bar. This one just keeps rolling in and in and in. See how we still got a little bit of Botch right there with no color on it? Alright, we're still going to end up with probably a carat and a half. Carrot and a quarter. Carrot. We're going to do the top of this on the finishing wheel because there's just no color bar to mess with on that side. Okay, that one's done. Our small cabbie. See, we still got a little bit of the little skin there on that. It needs to come out. I think on this one too, we're going to have to be careful not to roll it too much. I don't want to lose those big flashes of color that mostly hit from the side. Or at least slightly angled, not necessarily from the side, but. So we're not going to go for much of a dome on this one. We're just going to even up the cut. See how we have a little bit more corner here than here, sharper angle, a little bit off here. Getting closer. We're just going to tickle those corners off. Now we got to match those. There we go. Pretty close. A little more here. A little more here. All right. Need to dry that off, make sure we don't have any cutting marks from the wheel left. A lot of times we'll have them in there. Let's see. Yep. See what I mean? Right there. That's a cutting mark. A little bit left right there. It's got to come out. Type of stuff you don't see when it's wet. Okay, dry it off again. Still there. Right there, see? A little more. Okay. And now, our Mr. Big. Yeah, I think we're going to have to bring this edge in just a little bit. I don't have that much roll to do that I can do. See what I mean? We're a little higher on that side. That might help some. Okay. Now right here is our low spot that's going to hurt us. I mean, that brightest color is still in that low spot, so I don't think we're going to lose the color that I'm liking. But we lose a lot of our dome. Might be that color just got a little better. Man, we're losing a lot of the dome that I was hoping we'd get. We're still quite low in that spot right there. what to do. We're losing color. Still got quite a ways to go to pick that up. Now I could split it and go for 2 cabs, one higher, one lower. I don't want to lose my struggles. I don't want to lose this side. This is the better color side. There's the color bar right there. Tough. It's tough, tough, tough. That beautiful big flash color bar that I like so much, that's it, it's gone. I got another color bar down there below that's got nice colors, but it's not what I was wanting. I don't know what'll happen when I roll this side down to match and get a smaller cab here. This color doesn't go all the way up to this edge, so I lose some if I go with that. It's all bad decisions. Choices I don't really want to make. I think we're going to try and save that big broad flash that I like. Well, I don't know, man. I still got to go that low, but it shows that it's there still on that. And then we got this piece out of it. Which I think we take advantage of that color on the bottom here. And get ourselves a little oval or something out of it. Try to get a little oval out of that color. Drop it up from this side. Alright, here's our plan B. here's my attempt to try and salvage something out of this. In hindsight, we should have went for a much smaller cab because that big chip in the face made us go down below the color bar that I wanted the worst. I won't even know till we're done with this one if I saved any of that color. Not looking great. I think we're about out of it. We got that little play color. But we played the game. We got this one. Well, that didn't stay dopped up very good. The other half of that one. I'm going to take a little off this end. Just because my cab's a little bit too long for its width. Right? Found that when you get to setting these, you got to pretty much take those corners in anyway. It's easier just to do it now. Little bit disappointed. I mean, I don't know why. That's an awesome little cab right there. And And what color does that not have? Okay, that one's ready. I think we're ready for the finishing wheel. I like it. I liked it better as a 10-carat cab, but how often do I get 10-carat cabs? Wait a minute, I still got this one. What was this one? Oh, that was our heartbreak flash. This one probably still has a color bar on the bottom I could use, but that one's ready. Got them falling in my lap now. Got some patchy spots in it, but it's also got some nice big color flashes. I like it. And our last one, what do we got here? A little teeny. Now I gotta remember, this is the one that didn't have any color bar to mess with. We did not go to rolling that color bar too much. All we want to do is take the scratches off of it. Did we save it? I think so. A bit directional, but when it hits, look at the color, look at the red. Man, that's a pretty flash right there. Okay, I think we're ready for polish. This video is long enough, I probably won't show any of that. Alrighty, well here's what we ended up with. Our larger cab. It's got some big flashes in it and lots of color all over the place. It's got some patchy stuff in it. Patchy areas as well. Probably won't take these in and weigh them. This one's probably 2.5 carats, it might be 3. I like the color in that one. I'm trying to decide what to title this video. The title was gonna be "Watch Me Destroy an Expensive Opal." I don't know, maybe I didn't do that entirely, but I didn't get out of it what we thought we were gonna get in the middle, and some of that was mistakes might be made by me. I like that right there, but there's not enough left of it to do anything with. This one right here. I just had that low spot in the cab that I thought I could get down and be in the, still be in the color. So there's our, got something on the face there. There's our little oval right there. It's got all the colors, it's pretty. I think that's a successful little stone right there. And then probably the better one out of the bunch, as far as not really having any flaws, for having good color. It's got that flagstone. A really nice little cab. Probably a 8x10 or 8x12-ish. That will probably go, that one's probably a carat and a half, carat and 3/4. This one's going to be a carat and a quarter. So maybe that was a little bit, maybe that's closer to 2. This one will be 2 carats, but for what that should have been, that just breaks my heart because of what it is. I mean, it's beautiful, but that one would be an easy 2 carats, and this one's a little bit over 2 carats. Beautiful stones, fun to cut. I had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed Navy helping at the beginning. The whole time I was destroying this stone, I was thinking, well, I can't not put this video out because Navy was too cute at the beginning of it. So that's why you're seeing it. That, now you guys got to be able to see that they don't all work out. I don't want to always make perfect choices, and still you can come out with something pretty nice. It's 4 nice stones. And that gives me good hope for, I mean, that was one of the more tricky ones. I have the other 2 in that parcel that is a little bit more straightforward cuts, and so we'll be doing those probably tomorrow. Look at that big color flash right there. Love it. Thanks for watching.